Skinny Hardaway 7T. Back with another EP. Today I'm here with the fight breakdown and prediction of this weekend's fight. May 14th weekend is going to be on the Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano undercard. Yes, Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano fight this weekend for undisputed at the 154-pound division. And Jaron Ennis versus Custio Clayton will be on the same card for a WBC title eliminator. Not sure whether it's a final eliminator or it's just a title eliminator, but it is an eliminator for the WBC, and the winner of this will be, more than likely, the winner of this will be made the mandatory for Earl Spence's WBC belts. So with that being said, we gonna move it on along. We gonna get right into it. Custio Clay and my bad, y'all. What's good, Dwayne? Appreciate you sliding through this junk. Cabanello, Dwayne, was good. Y'all good people. Glad y'all can make it. Y'all do your boy a favor when y'all slide in, hit that like button. But we're about to move it on along. I'm about to get my camera up so y'all can see the screen, so I can give y'all this breakdown. Custio Clayton versus Jaron Ennis. Yeah, IBF man, though. My bad, Cabanello. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Not the WBC mandatory. IBF eliminator. IBF eliminator. My bad, Charles early. But yeah, the IBF eliminator between Jaron Ennis and Custio Clayton. Finna get these guys up. And here we got Custio Clayton. We got Custio Clayton versus Jaron Ennis. This weekend on the Jermell Charlo. On the Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano fight card this weekend. We got Custio Clayton 19-0 with one draw, 34 years of age, 5'9". What is shit still up here? I don't know what the hell. Oh, well, hold on. Let me get y'all right. My bad, y'all. Okay, my bad, y'all. Y'all know it's early. But we got Custio Clayton versus Jaron Ennis, 19-0 with one draw. Custio Clayton's 34 years old. He stands 5'9" with a 69-inch arm reach. Custio Clayton does, have a couple familiar names on his opponent. He got a draw with Sergio Lipinets. You know what I mean? You might know him because Jaron Ennis, faced off against Sergio Lipinets. Sergio Lipinets is also a former champion, himself, common opponent between Ennis and Custio Clayton. Sergio Lipinets. He had a draw against Sergio Lipinets, in which a lot of people think that, he won that fight against Sergio Lipinets did. Custio Clayton. Custio Clayton is facing off against Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis is 28-0, 0 draws, 26 knockouts, 24 years old. He stands at 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. His last win is over Thomas Delorme, in which he stopped Thomas Delorme in the first round. Before that, he had a fight against Sergey Lipinets, the same Sergey Lipinets. We seen Custio Clayton fight. He had a fight against Sergey Lipinets before that, and he stopped Sergey Lipinets in the 6th round. He also faced off against Chris Van Heerden. Chris Van Heerden fought Conor Benn, April 16th, weekend in London. Got the stoppage over Van Heerden. Did Conor Benn. Jaron Ennis also fought Conor Benn himself. This between Jaron Ennis and Custio Clayton. Jaron Ennis is one of those guys who I think is next up. I think out of all of the prospects in boxing, I think this is the best prospect in boxing. And that that's saying a lot because we got a lot of nice prospects out here, but I think this is the best one. Jaron Ennis, one of those boxers that possesses, every tool in boxing, every punch in boxing. He has it all. He has the athletic ability of not many. Not many have been blessed with the athletic ability of Jaron Ennis. If you watch this guy fight, if you have seen this guy fight before, I'm pretty sure you're impressed. And if you haven't, do your due diligence. Go to YouTube, watch a couple of these guys fights. Jaron Ennis. Type his name in. Enjoy yourself. This guy has, a good jab. He throws a wide variety of punches. You know what I mean? He hasn't been as defensively sound as we would like, but he hasn't, faced an opponent in the ring who could exploit that. Yet he hasn't faced an opponent who could even, make his defense seem as if it is a problem. But, with me looking deeper, I can see that he does get, touched a little more on defense than he should. But it's mainly because, he likes, he likes to walk through his opponents, at this point. He's facing off against Custio Clayton. Custio Clayton is a little more, under the radar. He's a Canadian guy. He's a guy who hasn't been given that big opportunity yet. You know what I mean? Again, he had that fight against, Sergey Lipinets, which was his big opportunity, and he got a majority draw. A lot of people feel like that he beat Sergey Lipinets, but outside of that, the big fight, has evaded Custio Clayton. Custio Clayton also comes from that school of boxing. He is a good jabber as well. He has a good jab as well. He does a solid body work. He's not overly a power puncher, but he does possess some type of power. Custio Clayton is a guy, he likes to control fights, with his boxing ability, control fights with his jab. A real fundamental guy. I think in this fight against Jaron Ennis, he's going to be going up against a guy who also, likes to control fights with his jab. I think in the beginning it's going to be a battle of the jabbers, in which I think Jaron Ennis will be able to edge slightly. And then I think that Custio Clayton, after he realizes that, that this guy is just as good, if not better, with the jab than him, then I think there's going to be a time where Custio Clayton, tries to push the gas. And I think that at that time will be the time we see Jaron Ennis, start to come out of his shell and open up his bag more and get more, aggressive with Custio Clayton, because Boots is one of those guys. If you get aggressive with Boots, he's going to get aggressive with you. I think the first 3 rounds are going to be a fill-out process. And then I think from like the 4th, 5th, and 6th round are going to be those guys, 2 guys jockeying for positions. And I think around the 8th, 9th round, we'll have Jaron Ennis stopping Custio Clayton. You know what I mean? I got Jaron Ennis 9th round stoppage over Custio Clayton, TKO, not KO, in a very exciting fight. In a fight in which Jaron Ennis, which is a fight which I see Jaron Ennis, victorious. Shout out, let me say what's up to my people in the building. Shout out to my guy, boxing matchups in Dwayne Freeman. Calvinello, appreciate you sliding through this jet. My guy, that's me. What's good, pimp? Glad you could make it. My guy, DS, appreciate you sliding through this jet, DS. Glad you could make it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, appreciate y'all folks sliding through this jet. I got Jaron Ennis, 9th round TKO stoppage over Custio Clayton. in the exciting fight. That's all I got for this video this morning. Make sure y'all stay tuned. I'll be doing a video on Jermell and Brian Castano fight breakdown prediction as well as hitting y'all with that good old news, throughout the day. But that's all I got. Skin the Hardaway 17. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rock it. And I'm out. Look.